Hello my friends, it's the 1st of July 2013, Mr. Max Bliss in the southwest of France, weather warfare correspondent, bringing you the latest developments in geoengineering. Apart from going to see the office at 64 Banbury Road in Oxford, where they're doing the completion of the geoengineering regulations to bring it out into the public domain. What we are seeing here today, my friends, is severe geoengineering in action. Now, I recently watched a video with Lord Christopher Monckton, who is a Knight of Malta, and he has been going around the world for the last few years debunking global warming as a threat. Now, I watched a video of Lord Christopher Monckton being shown some pictures of severe chemtrailing, and he denied chemtrailing was anything unusual and followed the government line that these are just contrails. Well, I like to put it out here right now as a suggestion that I think Lord Christopher Monckton is working with the programme, and he has been going around debunking global warming and demonstrating it's not going on. Yet all the while we've seen an increased amount of this geoengineering, this chemtrailing, this weather control program that JFK talked about in 1961. He talked about controlling the weather, all the nations at the UN working together to accurately predict and control the weather. That was back in 61. Now there have been many different experiments. There's been a key man, a man who's deceased now, called Yoram J. Kaufman, and he has done a great deal of experiments over the decades in how to control the climate, including using bushfires. So there's a clue to why we're seeing more and more bushfires. The aerosols from the smoke from bushfires can help control world climate. We can steer it. So there's a clue, okay? Now this type of thing has been going on for a long time. So what I'm putting out there today, my friends, is that Lord Christopher Monckton has been going around debunking global warming. Now I'm suggesting, pure speculation, but I am suggesting what's going to happen is the governments, the UN, are all going to declare at some point in the near future that they have indeed been geoengineering and the conspiracy theories were correct. Yes, the conspiracy theorists were correct. Yes, they have been geoengineering. They've been doing it. And as Lord Christopher Monckton has been proving global warming is not happening, and in fact we're going through a cooling period. And they will say they have been doing this covert program because they knew they would not get public consent because the risks are too high. And they will have to say in the very near future that they have been doing it because we are all waking up and we know that they're doing it, and we're testing our rainwater and our blood and everything for these spikes in aluminium and barium, and they will say that they have been doing it. This is my speculation. Look at this plane over there, my friends. He's just turned on his trail. Watch this extremely long trail. That's a chemtrail. That's not a contrail. He's just turned it on. That's going to get longer and longer and longer. Filthy great trail. A specific start point there, my friends. Okay? That's just going to get longer and longer and longer and longer as he comes over here, presumably to make some X's. Fortunately, there's a heart frequency there in the atmosphere. Okay? So you've heard my speculative theory that Lord Christopher Monckton is actually working with the geoengineers, and he is the one that is going to prove that geoengineering works. Global warming hasn't been happening the way they said. Now the problem is, my friends, there's a tipping point. We know that all our plants are suffering. I'm going to show you something. I've shown you this before. Look at these leaves. They're all suffering, okay? Every single one of them. Okay, every one of them's got an illness of some sort, right? Look, there's leaves on the ground. There's leaves on the ground. This is just the first day of July. Okay, there's leaves falling off this fig tree. Beautiful fig tree that comes from the Middle East that should really be coping quite well, but it's not. Now this is a wisteria. Look at the state of the leaves. They're all over the place. They're not well. Okay, they're not well. Look at this conifer tree, this beautiful conifer tree here. It is doing very badly. There is something wrong with it. So just think about it, my friends. All the plants, I mean all of them, are already showing signs of suffering. Look at this walnut tree. It is suffering. Okay, it is suffering. The poplars, suffering. Just have a look at the poplars down there. Beautiful poplar trees, right? I'll see if I can zoom in on those leaves. They've got bubbles on the leaves. They are suffering badly. What I'm trying to point out to you, my friends, is this is a chemtrail canary. The tipping point. So they just keep denying and denying. Geoengineering is going on. They just keep denying it. Okay, people are stupid. Yeah, stupid theory. We never saw this shit in the sky before, my friends. Never. No way. This is drastic. It's incredible. Everything you see in the sky right now, every single formation in the sky has come from a plane. Okay? They are blocking out the sky. This is geoengineering. Look, there's your frequencies from the HARP facilities, from the IceCap 3D radar facility, from mobile telephone masts, from all kinds of radar systems, Tesla technology. Think about it, my friends. We never saw this stuff in the skies before. Well, my theory is that Lord Christopher Monckton has proved for them that geoengineering works in the public domain. So that'll be their excuse to say we need to do it, otherwise we'd have fried. Global warming is a complete lie. It's a fraud right from the very beginning. It was planned by the Club of Rome. In 1968 they declared it. You can find this out, my friends. Research the verifiable facts. Most importantly, think about it. We're heading towards a tipping point when these amounts of these metals they've been spraying into the atmosphere will totally damage the soils irreversibly. So we will have no option but to use their GMO alternatives. They've already got in the fucking bag. They've already got them. They've already got aluminium resistant crops. So you will be forced, once we hit tipping point, to have no choice but to use GMOs because nothing else will grow. You won't be able to grow your own anymore. Think about it. United Nations Agenda 21, part of that is to move us all to living zones. Well, that will be very easy if nothing will grow anywhere. You'll have no option but to go to these living zones to get your food because nothing will grow. Think about it. It's very simple. We have to stop this now, my friends, before it hits tipping point. It's essential. Please research the verifiable facts. Become familiar with what's happening in your skies above your head. Get yourself a pH testing kit. Check your rain. Check your soil. You will find it's getting increasingly alkaline. And it will get to the point where the plants can no longer grow. Think about it, my friends. Think about it. It's so easy. If they stop us being able to produce our own food, we'll have to go and live where they ration out the supplies. These supplies are these GMO foods. That's why you'll get your RFID chips implanted into you, because there will be riots, because people will be fucking suffering in terrible chaos and they won't be able to get food. It's that simple. These people that are doing this are maniacs. They have targeted Europe, America, where all the people have got money and resources, where they might be able to mount an opposition to this horrendous draconian plan. Please, please, wake up, my friends, and wake everyone else up. Do whatever you can. This is the most important times of our lives to wake up and unify. Put the unity back into our community. No more divide and rule. No more falling foul of the isms, these devices, these social devices that have been put in place over decades to divide us all, divide and rule. This is how they manage to control us all. We're like a pack of animals to them, to the obscenely rich oligarchs. We must all wake up and unite together and put an end to this right now, my friends. It's immediate. We have to do this now, this year, right now. Please take care, my friends. Once all the plants die and they hit this tipping point, it is irreversible. Just think about that. This is how they're going to implement United Nations Agenda 21. And it's horrible to be aware of all this. It's horrible. It's a terrible burden. But you know what? If you're new to this, you will find yourself going through a whole bag of emotions, grief, devastation, anger, all kinds, disbelief. It's so difficult to believe, but it's going on. And the only way we will stop this, my friends, is by all coming together around the world, all the people of the world. You have to bury all the obstacles you've got in your minds to stop us coming together, and we've got to overcome any problems we have personally. We have to become more balanced people in control of ourselves. We have to do this, my friends. This is the most important times in our history. We must work together. See the frequency, what they're doing, all those particles they spread up there, they're trying to create a blanket up there. Fortunately, I've got chembusters, although the level of spraying can overwhelm them. It's pretty disgusting, isn't it? So there you go, Lord Christopher Monckton. Is he proving that geoengineering works? He denies that these are even chemtrails. God, how ridiculous. Everything in the sky has been sprayed there or vibrated to expand where it is. It's all artificial. Everything. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.